So, when it comes to starting a business, right? Especially if you like are in the retail business, right? So, I feel like so many people are quick to want to rush out to go get
Let's go somewhere.
a storefront, okay? An actual brick and mortar storefront location, right? To sell their products because it's cute, it's aesthetically pleasing. You're going to get all the accolades and all the hype. Everybody going to be, jeffing you up and hyping you up, right? When you do that, when you go out here and you open this beautiful brick and mortar, right? However, I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs do not actually, number one, do proper research. And number two, you haven't actually like spoken to the people who actually own true brick and mortars, and you haven't actually well thought out all the pros and cons of actually having a brick and mortar. Now, I myself, I'm an online boutique owner, okay, and I plan to keep it that way. And before I actually, began my entrepreneurial journey, and I actually decided to launch my business, I thought long and hard, strenuously, okay, about if whether or not I wanted to actually start a brick and mortar, or if I just wanted to start an online business and stay online. Now, I know that both are possible, but I feel like when you are in the retail business and you're thinking about if whether to go ahead and start a actual storefront location, or do an online business, I think you need to think very deeply about that. Okay. What I'm noticing these days is a lot of people are running out to go open up storefronts, but then they're turning around, they're shutting them down, and they're going back to online. And I feel like that's for a lot of reasons. But one of the reasons I chose to just stay online, and for whatever reasons, let me just add this in while it's on my mind. I don't know why so many people actually tend to look down or downplay or minimize, or they somehow seem to sleep on online businesses or the idea of just having an online business, as it's always just online. The moment people ask me, "Oh, where's your business?" and I tell them it's online, I get this, "Oh," as if that's not relevant. Not knowing that those who actually know, if you know, you know that actually online is going to always be better, especially nowadays. With the way our world is going, everything is becoming online. Um, it may behoove you to actually stay online because the way things are going, brick and mortars and storefront locations are going to soon be a thing of the past. And very soon, if you don't have, I think it was Bill Gates that said, if you don't have an online business, soon you won't have a business. And that is because the way the world is going now, actual physical locations are going to be a thing of the past. And so what I'm saying is simply do your research before you go and run out to go get a storefront. Yes, you're going to receive all the hype. You're going to receive all the jeffs. You're going to receive all the backpats. Everybody's going to gas you up and all of that, right? Because it looks good. It's beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and it makes it seem and it looks as appears as if you are really doing it, right? Quote unquote, you're really doing it. You're really doing the big thing. But I've watched so many people start actual storefront locations and then they shut down in a few months, or they're shut down soon after because they realize the work along with the money attached to running an actual physical location, an actual brick and mortar. It's a lot. One of the things that made me come to my decision and conclusion of staying online is number one, my freedom. And number two, I don't want to give up all of my time sitting in a storefront location running it. You have to think about these things. You have to think about, are you willing to give up your freedom to sit in these locations on your own as the owner? Or do you have someone as a backup to run your location for you when you're not available to run it? I also enjoy my freedom. I enjoy being able to travel when I feel like it. So when you own an actual brick and mortar or storefront location, you have to worry about the location. You have to continue to watch it. You have to have somebody who's willing and available to be able to run your store when you're not in it. And another thing with storefront locations, if you're not available to run it in there, that also means you're not making money. The doors aren't open, right? So if the doors aren't open, you're not making no money if that business ain't open, right? If that store is not open. And another thing, it doesn't look very good if your location isn't open either. So people aren't going to want to come shop with you because you're not very consistent, right? You're not open. These are things to very much so think about and consider before you actually run to go start a storefront brick and mortar location, because not that may not be the best thing for you. Just because it's cute and you think that it's the better thing to do, it looks good. A lot of people, I feel like most people just do it because it looks good. It's a good look. It's a good look to have a storefront location you could tell people to come to and check out, and it looks beautiful. You can make it look cute. You can decorate it how you want. But you got to think about the rent in those places. You also have to think about the time, and do you feel like, are you going to want to sacrifice your freedom to sit in these locations all day to stay open, while you try to wait for a customer to come and make money, or possibly may not make money, while you spend an entire day sitting in a storefront that looks good, but you're not guaranteed to make money there. Think about those things, y'all. I'm just kind of giving you a little, food for thought. Consider those things. Sometimes having an actual physical location is not always the best thing. So do what is actually best for you, either way, whether it's online or doing a brick and mortar. And I get some businesses, you have to actually have a physical location. So that makes sense. But when you're in the retail business, think about that again. Okay. Y'all think about that. And I'll just put it like this. From what I've been seeing lately, I am very grateful that I stayed and decided to stay online.